Alright, we're just getting set up here, guys, so let's wait for that. Alright, we're just getting set up here, guys. Alright, so, wow, it's been a while, guys. It's kind of weird getting back into, streaming after all this time. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been 5 months. Last time we streamed was November 5th. If you go look at the channel, but yeah, it's been a long time, guys. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. The last time that we streamed, yeah, it was November 5th, but after that, I've learned a lot from streaming. Like, this was like my first stream, but you learn a lot. Like, it's very mentally taxing. So it's very, it takes a while to get used to. I mean, it's fun doing it, but when you actually are doing it, it takes a while to get used to. And I learned a lot, and I guess I finished at a great time, because when we finished the stream, we beat the game, and now we're in post-game. I know we went back home. I know we still have the right side of the map to like completely explore. Like, this is a very big post game, and I have very big plans still, so I can't wait to get into that. But yeah, I've just been where I've been for the past 5 months. I've just been busy with a lot of things, actually. You know, working on projects. You know, obviously work. Life in general, you know, you know, sometimes, you know, it's like that saying, life just, you know, it's like that saying, life just happens, you know, you don't really get to pick and choose, and, you know, sometimes you have to put your mental focus into something else, and, yeah, it's been a while since, you know, I've streamed, but, I'm glad to be back, honestly. It's been a while, but yeah, life has just been really busy, you know, but we're back now, and I guess I'll hit some topics throughout the stream of just what I want to talk about. So that'll be good. But yeah, let's start the post game. We have a massive post game to start, and I guess we'll hit like a couple topics I'd like to talk about. But yeah, let's see if I know how to remember to play this game again. It's a Wii remote. I mean, oh, dyslexia over here. It's a Wii console. It has a Wii remote. All right, let's see what we got here. How do we open up our bag? Okay. Yes. All right, Pokemon. Let's see what we're at with our Pokemon. Whoa. Okay. We have a Reshiram, no item, gentle nature, cool. We have an Electros, ooh, nice, that's very good. Haxorus, nice. Tornadus, I do remember catching that. Galleon, Samurai. Okay, this is a pretty normal team I have going on here. Besides, I usually don't have a Tornadus and a Galleon on my team, but I think that's because we're doing the Elite Four and whatnot. So I just have to get used to doing that, or putting that there. Let's oh yeah, I forgot. Mom, welcome home, Jacob. Seems like you've been through many amazing things. Is it not so? Incredible, really. 2 moms is crazy. Amazing, absolutely. Meeting those 2 Pokemon of Legend. This is... Oh, I still wear my disguise. Pardon. Or rather, let me introduce myself. You got Looker. I'm a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name? No, I shall inform you by my codename only. My codename is Looker. It is how I am called. Behind the scenes in this region of Unova, an organization called Team Plasma conspires. This I have heard, and therefore to this region I must come, but thanks to the gym leaders and to you, yes, Team Plasma Casa has fallen, and the members, they have gone upon their separate ways. This is what I hear most certainly. But however, but the ones who know as the Seven Sages still hide themselves in the Unova region. And so, in the end, it explains why I must ask this of you, trainer of amazing skill. Travel the Unova region and search it down for the Seven Sages. Alder, the champion of renown, recommended you my notice. Are you willing to help me? Absolutely. Excellent, I thank you. Now I feel as if I perhaps a million people on my side. Permit me to give this to your hands. Is this a fishing rod? Yeah, after a long time you get that. Oh, the super rod. That's a super rod, right? Yes, correct. It is certainly a super rod. Weren't we talking about Team Plasma 7 Sages? What does this have to do with looking for those people? See, it is truly Jacob's Mamadasco. What a magnificent question. I admire it. It is my pleasure to answer. Absolutely nothing. Awkward silence? I see. Yes, I shall provide the explanation of this super rod. First, face the water and deploy the rod. Second, concentrate your focal point. When it occurs that these Pokemon bite, exclamation will indicate immediately reel it in. For the rest, Jacob, it depends upon you. Wow. Hello. Let's talk. People from the International Police are kind of unique, aren't they? Very. Well, no worries. I think you should just do what you want to do. You're practically a grown-up now. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's been a while, guys. Okay, just seeing how we, pull up our, I forgot what that's called, like quick items or something? Or... I might register it. It's been a while. See what happens when you don't get on this game for a while, you start clicking random buttons. You register it? Yeah, that's what it's called. You just register it. Cool. Alright, so if we press these... Okay, we got a super rod. So apparently we didn't have that before. I forgot what sprint is. It's not shift. Oh, it's Z. Cool. Alright, let's... The trash can is empty. Yeah, let's check everything out. Alright, let's get down here. Yeah, we still have a lot to do in this game. It's winter. Oh, hello. Got Sharon and Bianca. Hey, Jacob, is Looker through talking to you? I'm sorry. By the time I went to the Stryton City gym leaders, everything was over. If that's the case, I let Getsus escape when the Shadow Triad created an opening. Getsus? The Shadow Triad? I'll tell you later about what happened in the castle. It's important to ask what you plan to do now, Bianca. You know what? I'm gonna go to Black City. That's the city on the other side of Route 16 when you leave from Nimbasa City. If you go that way, you might be able to meet all sorts of Pokemon you've never seen before. Oh, here's, I forgot his name. Cedric. Oh, well, this is nice timing. I see you're all here. Just a moment ago, I got some National Pokédex data from an acquaintance. Since you're here, let's upgrade your Pokédex with the National Pokédex data. I'm sure you'll be visiting a wider range of places. Naturally, that means you'll be encountering more Pokemon. Let me see your Pokédex for a second. There you go, Bianca. Next up is Sharon. And last but not least, upgraded to the national mode. You can now switch your Pokédexes to the national mode Pokédex. Completing the national Pokédex will surely be a big challenge, so take your time, enjoy yourselves, and meet lots of Pokemon. Wow, the national Pokédex. It looks like there are tons of Pokemon I don't know yet. Ooh, I want to show Mom and Dad my Pokédex. I gotta go. Let's meet again somewhere, okay? Huh? Bianca's as I can't even say that word. Impetuous as ever, no matter what is going on. I think I'll travel all the way around Unova, starting at Route 1 again. I'm sure I'll discover lots of new things. Could be I'll encounter the 7 sages along the way, and Jacob, if we spy each other along the way, let's battle again, okay? Wow. Hello. We got a lot going on. So we got our decks upgraded to the national, I did not want that. But we got our decks upgraded to the national Pokédex. If we go to, did we, oh, you can't register that. Yeah, this is the Unova one, and then we're gonna go all the way down. But I think this upgrades to, obviously the national Pokédex, but it gets, you know, bigger since we upgraded. But let's see how far it goes. Huh. Wait, if we just got it upgraded, I wonder if we have to catch like a Pokemon. I don't know. We'll get to that later, but that was a big focal point of these games was a lot of people didn't like these games because obviously they didn't have Gen 1 through 4 and you know, they were exclusive. Just, you know, it was a soft reboot of the game. So a lot of people got upset that there weren't, you know, all, you know, Gen 1 through 4. Now there are, like, you know, Gens 1 through 4 in here, but, like, only a specific few, of course. But after, you know, you get your decks upgraded, you can, you know, obviously encounter the Pokemon after you beat post-game, and then, like, you know, trade and, you know, battle, you know, with them and against them. So, you know, it's a big upgrade from, you know, in the beginning, but a lot of people got upset about it, which I kind of get. But, you know, as being a kid and this being like the first game of mine, like, I really didn't care. I still have a soft spot for it, and I don't hate, you know, Gen 5 for that reason at all. Well, hello, Jacob. How have you been lately? How's your Pokedex coming along? Can I see it? Yes, let me see. Oh, you've seen 141 in the Unova region. It's a lot. I didn't know I haven't seen that many. This is an excellent Pokedex. Just a little more and it'll be full. It seems like you are meeting Pokemon at a good clip. Here, this is a gift to thank you for all your hard work. Boss Swipe. That's a good one. It's a move that is very helpful for catching Pokemon because it keeps the target from fainting. Yeah, I think this is the one that keeps it on like 1 HP. Try using this too. Protect. That's also a good one. More so in competitive play. Protect is a move that completely prevents an attack from hitting. Well, there are a few exceptions. Some moves like Feint can still hit even if Protect is used. Try using this too. Wow, we are collecting a lot of things. TM10, Hidden Power. That's a good one. Hidden Power is a mysterious move. It's a type and power change depending on its Pokemon that learns it. Keep up the good work. Let's talk to this Pat Rat. Let's go to Cedric. Hey Jacob, so you're here to show me your Pokédex. Come along, right? Sure. I see you've caught 31 Pokemon then. Yeah, I haven't really been catching as much as I've been seeing. Naturally, there are more than 600 Pokemon. You have to be persistent and catch them at your own pace. I think in this game, you can get, obviously you can get all the Pokemon from, you know, Gen 1 to, you know, Gen 5, but of course, yeah, of course, I think you can switch it. It goes like Unovan and yeah, this is the Unova Pokedex. Okay, I'm not tripping. But you can yeah, you can, where was it? Not Sigalith, but, you can see the national decks, and, oopsie. But, you can see, you know, the actual national decks and whatnot, and, you know, you can catch all the Pokemon, you know, Gen 1 through 5, of course, but, actually in this game, you can only collect and catch, like, a select few, of course, but, what was it? Okay, we have to get out of that. Man, that completely gets out of it. But, you can obviously, like, import Pokemon by, you know, Gen 4 trading or whatnot. Let's see, select. Let's go all the way up. How do you... Oh, here's the national dex. Okay. Yeah, way big, way big, way big. How did we do that? Unova. Okay. It's just select. Figured. But, I guess we'll keep it on the national deck. But, we'll get out of here. Alright. Let's get out of here. But, yeah. Oh, I did not mean to go in the house. But, yeah, we have a lot to do. Discover the right side of the map. Let's pull that up. Map. But yeah, we, you know, went through... We actually didn't discover this, so we might as well check out Route 18. That is unlocked. I think post-game you get Surf, and then you get to check this out, and you get to see a lot of, you know, Pokemon from the other gens. But then, you know, obviously we started here, went through here, went up here, went to the left, went to the left side of the map, and then went to the Pokemon League up here. But this whole right side, this entrance and this entrance is completely blocked. There's a lot over here. Plus, there's some decent stuff over here, so you honestly get to have a lot of fun here. And, you know, obviously the 7 sages are all around, you know, the map scattered, so we have to find them and all. But, yeah, let's get started. It's been a while since, yeah, it's been a while since we've actually played. Oh, here we go. Again, pressing buttons we shouldn't. Alright. Let's go up here. Route 1 at night. I don't even know who I've got in my start. I had a Samurott. A Shram. Uh-oh. This poor Pat Rat. Let's run. Pat Rat, I'll let you live. I'll let you live. I won't do that to you. Okay. Let's actually put Samurott. Let's change our whole party here. So we'll switch Samurott. With that, we'll keep this going. I kind of want to get rid of Gabbalion. This is the entrance to Route 18, 1718. So we'll go up here and go through like the town and the city, and we will, you know, change out our Pokemon. Let's see. Let's run away. 57 Samurott. Now, I will say Pokemon Black and White post-game's a lot bigger, and, you know, I never played that game till way later. I played this when I was a kid back in, you know, 2011. I think I was, like, 7, 8, something like that. Let's see what we got on our PC first. But, absolutely love this game. My first Pokemon game that, like, not that I played, but that I actually, like, have my own in beat per se, because I was way too. Whoa, more wallpapers. That's cool. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, Archon. I think we wanted to have this guy for yeah, I think we want to have this guy for in our team, but you know, because of Team Plasma, we couldn't have that go. Keep going. Swoobat was like a good in the beginning, but later on, I just decided I was like, it's not really like, I don't know, worth it. Let's deposit. I know we're not going to be using Cavalion really that much. Let's see what you got. Quick Claw. Let's deposit that. And then we will withdraw. And we'll take the item from, what does he got? Expert Belt, Parky Helmet. Okay, yeah, let's bag. Put that in our bag. Expert Belt, yeah, because he was a fighting type. I'll keep pressing move. And then finally, Cavalion. He's got Quick Claw. Let's just put a bag on that. Yep. And then we'll leave. And then we need to get Archon real quick, and then we'll be good. I could have sworn we had a Mean Chow. Let's see what this is at. 32, 25. I think we wanted to get a Mean Chow, but like just the time crunch, that didn't happen. Alright, Archon. What should we give Archon? He's pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. We'll give him the XP, sure. He needs that. Yeah, but we'll take that and give him the XP, sure. Let's go and go back to Route 18. Or not Route 18. Well, headed to Route 18, but let's get started on I guess some topics I wanted to talk about that I don't know, I just had for the stream. So I guess the first one is like streaming in general. Should you do it? Is it worth it? And like what entails into the stream, like streaming? I think you can. There's like a 1% chance of a melodic, but you have to use a fishing line. But let's see here. Let's put on a repel. I forgot. But honestly, I feel like if you want to stream, you should just go ahead and do it. My biggest thing was like I felt like I couldn't do it, or you know, I was kind of scared of being judged or this or that and the other. But you know, after thinking about it for a while, I was actually just more excited to try it than, you know, fail at it. And, you know, everybody wants to be a big time streamer or whatnot. Honestly, I don't really care if, you know, I'm a big time streamer. I just do it out of the passion of just doing it, like just sharing my favorite game with people and talking to like-minded people and stuff like that. And there we go. And yeah, everything under the sun. And I think it's like a really good thing to build your social skills if you don't necessarily have great social skills, which I have pretty decent or good one social skills. But I mean, I've always loved Route 17 and 18, but I know this guy wants to fight. But yeah, I would I choose a move and my Pokemon will do. In a moment, that Pokemon will reach your Pokemon. that's how it works. But yeah, I would definitely recommend streaming. You know, there's a lot that entails with it. Like, you get to build your social skills, your literacy skills, like learning to communicate better and more effectively. Obviously, your cognitive skills. You're playing a game while talking. It's very, for some people, like, it's not that bad. For me, I don't really, it doesn't bother me sometimes, unless, like, I'm in a big situation. But, like, this is fine. But I would recommend doing it. It's really fun. Semi-seer. Oh, no, let's get But yeah, it's really fun, and I've always wanted to do it, but I was like, I don't know if I got the PC for it, because this is my laptop, or laptop for it. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how to do this, but and even just setting it up was really difficult, and I haven't been on this in 5 months, and just, I guess, getting it going again. Most of the format was saved, but just getting it going again was really, like, tricky and tough. So it's a lot to. This berry may connect you and your Pokemon. Harrison berry. From today to tomorrow, people, Pokemon in the world. I love this connected view. But yeah, you learn a lot or whatnot. Let's see what this guy wants. He probably wants the battle. I'm just watching the dangling tip of the fish hook. Since you and I have met, let's send our Pokemon to meet in battle. Yep. But yeah, I didn't think I had the PC, or I needed to have this like $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 set up to, be the best and have this going and everything under the sun. And the truth is that's far from it. That is not the truth. This is a what? I had a slash not weird. Let's try revenge real quick. Ominous wind. But this is a PC I got for, wow, still. Surf has to work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's time to switch out. But this is a PC I got from college. Not necessarily, I didn't have to pay for it, but at the time I think it was like it was pretty up there, I'm not gonna lie. My grandma kind of had it going. I think it was like a $600, $700, or $800 PC. But let's see, Thunderbolt. Yeah, this should work. There we go. That's a one shot. But and I know I'm kind of blessed that I didn't have to pay for it. But honestly, if you don't even need this expensive of a computer. Like, if you pick the right stats and whatnot, like, you can get like a really good. You could stream with a really good PC from. I guess in today's economy, it'd have to be closer to 600, but depending, you could definitely save that within a month, depending on your spending habits. But easily a month. I would get like, I don't know what the specs are on this thing. I mean, I did at one point, but I kind of forgot. But minimum, you need i5, in my opinion, i5 minimum. SSD, storage. I think this has 256, and I've been using this for years, like 5 years, something like that. I've had this, since start of college. Obviously, I've graduated, but obviously it's a little bit older, so it's showing its age, and opening up a lot of tabs will, make it run slow. But I'm not running now, but I usually barrel through as quickly as I can. I think This has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Um, 8 gigabytes is fine. Like, that's the bare minimum, like, you need. Obviously, I'm running this, I'm streaming also. Will your stream be as up and running as everybody else's and the best and this, that, and the other? No, but it will be good enough for, you know, like, emulator kind of games. And, you know, this isn't a 3D game. If this was a 3D game, I'd probably recommend, you know, upgrading. You know, upgrading way cheaper than, upgrading is way cheaper than, you know, upgrading RAM is way cheaper than, you know, buying a whole new computer. But I would say, you know, 12 to 16, but probably 12 would probably be fine. It'd probably be the same for this, you know, kind of working, but, you know, not firing on all cylinders, or over firing on all cylinders, like overheating the hell out of it. But it would work. Obviously, I think this PC is 256 SSD, 8 gigabytes of RAM, i5. Actually, and the processor is like a, you know, the Dell like processor. It doesn't have a dedicated graphic card, so this is where this computer struggles. I'm gonna use this little rest to gift you this present. A persimmberry. Run in cities and on mountain paths. Run and run, Philip will run you with your whole being. But yeah, this doesn't have a dedicated graphics card, so it shares, like, the CPU and the GPU are kind of in this big fight, like sharing between each other. But if you can get a computer that has i5, a dedicated graphics card, it doesn't have to be the best, but just a separate graphic card from the GPU, so it's not like sharing like this one is. 8 gigabytes of RAM, and, you know, the storage is up to you, but 256 is pretty common these days, minimum. But SSD, you want SSD, but that's all you really need. Mine's a little bit lower than that because I don't have a dedicated graphics card, but and, you know, it definitely shows. There's nothing of interest beyond here, and the electrician bulletin board has gone pitch black. Kind of refreshing, isn't it? Very refreshing. It's kind of a nice place to just hang out and chill. The trash can is empty. Wasting money is bad, but wasting time is even worse, because there are some things that can only be done now. This is so true. This is so true. We might touch bases on that later, but yeah, like, I guess streaming now, you know? And if you want to I feel like nowadays, like, or even in general, like, if you want to try something, Route 17, beware of factory flowing water. If you want to try something, you should just go out and do it. Like, you shouldn't care. Like, I have a big problem with caring how people, what people think of me and how I should act. And I get embarrassed of, like, what I do and what I should do. And, let's put another one of those on. And what people would judge me for, and, like, what I post and what I do. I have a big insecurity about that. Let's talk to this guy. I know he wants to talk. Fishermen read the flow of water or the flow of a battle. But yeah, you don't need, like, this big, huge, you know, $1,000 setup or $2,000 setup. Like, you can get going like me. No, granted, you know, this was paid for, but it was $800 around the time. But honestly, you can find something around $600-700. Get you going like me. You can be better than me because, you know, this came out like 4 years ago. This, I'd say 4 or 5 years ago. Let's see. I don't know if this will work, but yeah, this computer came out like 5 years ago, so yours is gonna be a lot better than mine. Just make sure you get a dedicated graphics card and you'll be alright. Level 28. Acrobatics, that's actually a very good move. We will forget. Let's see. Ancient Power, Quick Guard. What do these moves do? 55. If the user is not holding a message damage. Ooh, agility speeds up a move. What is pluck? 60. That's a decent move. Ancient power. That's pretty good. Quick guard. What is quick? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's see. Quick guard and acrobatics. I'm definitely not going to be using that move. Let's keep that on. But, yeah, I'd say start now. For sure. And you shouldn't care about what other people think or how other people view you. You should do what you want to do. You only have one life, and you should live it. A lot of people don't do that. Myself included. And it's something you have to work on. Like, it's not going to change overnight. You have to get used to it, you know. But the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it and really start to see the other side of the coin and care less about what other people think and what other people do. So it's really interesting to, you know, get started, but you don't need this big setup to start, of course. And I'd recommend doing it. Now, the pros are you get to do something you wanted. You get to meet new people. You get to play, you know, your favorite games. You get to do what you want to do. You know, it's not like you have to choose what your audience wants, or you have to listen to what your audience wants, or what they, you know, should pick. You'll have a lot of people in chat maybe being like, oh, you should play this game next, or this game. Like, you might like those games, but you don't necessarily have to play them next. You can play them another time. Or you could not play them at all. It's completely up to you. So, you know, I'd say just play what you want to play, do what you want to do, you know, and if people get upset about that, you know, so be it, you know. I mean, it's your stream. You know, you're streaming. You don't have to appease everybody, you know. I chose this as my first stream because I love Pokemon Black and White, and I've always wanted to stream, and these are my favorite games. And, you know, I didn't start, you know, from, you know, Gen 1. You know, I love Gen 1 or whatnot, but, you know, I love Gen 5. I thought it'd be really cool to start streaming. I know a lot of people, you know, love Gen 5 now. They didn't back in the day. They really just hammered on this game. But a lot of people are showing appreciation for it now. And, you know, I've always been a day one person, so it's nice to see that, you know, this game's getting the love it should have gotten a long time ago. But I feel like it's better for people to love a game later than not at all, in my opinion. Now, you're obviously going to get your critics, but again, like, I love the game for what it is. And, you know, that's the pros to it. It's just like you get to pick what you want, you get to do what you want to do, and if people have a problem with it, then, you know, they can go to a different stream. And, you know, you don't have to worry about appeasing a lot of people or pleasing a lot of people, and you get to do what you want to do, and yeah, that's that. And I'd say the cons, though, everyone's going to be different about this than I am, but this is something I probably wish I would have known sooner, talking to other people. But streaming, for me at least, is very mentally taxing. Like, constantly talking. Like, there are those streams, like, I kind of studied streaming before I actually started streaming. Like, what did I want to see? What was not on the market that I wanted? Some people rarely talked on streams. Like, I would see people talk only during battle, or just when there was dialogue said. Like, right now, people wouldn't be talking. Like, people would, it's very hard, and well, I don't want to say very hard, but you don't really see a lot of people talking. And the big streamers know this now, of course, but you don't see a lot of people like beginning streamers, because the later you start streaming, you learn quick. But wait, aren't your Pokemon a bit tired? Hey, don't be shy, let them rest. But you learn that if there's just void or like empty gaps in the stream, it makes it very awkward for the other person on the other side sometimes. And if not, it's just like, it's like a video. When you're watching a video on YouTube or just in general, like, you want constant engagement, whether it's, from the chat or like, I only have me in here right now. So, ooh, this egg is actually, I can't take it. I have to have it on my party. Oh, he couldn't send it to my box, but that is actually Larvesta and evolves into a Volcarona. Hey, check it out. I got a sweet deal for you. You know how Pokemon like to hide behind stones or rocks? Yeah, sometimes they have cool stuff too. If you find something cool behind a rock, you should bring it to me. I'll make it worth your while. What's up? Did you find something cool for me? Nope, nothing cool in your bag. Oh well, maybe next time. I don't know what he wants. Let's see what this is about. Okay. But, is there anything in here? Oh. But, yeah, streaming's mentally, like, taxing. Like, there's a lot of streamers are quiet. Beginning streamers are a lot more quiet. Let's see. I came all the way up here looking for various Pokemon. Let me see what kind of Pokemon you came up here with. Oh, she wants to battle. But, yeah, I have me just in the stream, and you gotta learn to talk and fill in the voids, because, like, sometimes I'll watch my own streams, and, you gotta go back, and if I just watch my own streams with, like, half the video, it being, like, a 2 or 3 hour video just with void, then it's kind of just, it's just awkward. There's no, like, there's not constant engagement or entertainment. So you have to constantly talk. You can have a drink and a snack, but you also got to sacrifice in the sense of with your microphone. Do you want people hearing you chewing on your stream? I know for sure I don't, and I hate hearing people chew, let alone myself. Do I have strength? I do not have strength. I'm gonna have to bring some Pokemon up here to get the egg and also whatnot. Yeah, get the egg and push that boulder aside. And I think there's a couple more. But there's the seventh stage down here. Let's go ahead and get another repel going here. Yeah, but a lot of people get embarrassed. They don't have a lot of people, or a lot of people. Ooh, waterfall. That's a really good move. Obviously, you can climb up waterfalls with it, but yeah, you can see him down here. There, one of the sim stages, but yeah, I guess we'll talk a little bit before we go down there. But yeah, we can go talk to this 7th stage real quick. Rude. It smells of the sea here. This place has the same ocean smell as where I was born. Gets us wandered the lands of this world all over, contacting knowledge of all kinds, while searching for like-minded people. From the moment we met, he understood what I desired, the ability to understand the minds and the needs of others. This is an ability that everyone needs to survive. My Lord N is an excellent person who understands the heart of Pokemon, but conversely, perhaps his ability to understand the hearts and feelings. Oh, heck no! What is chat going on about? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, get this guy out of here. What's up, man? I hope you can put it to good use. Double team, that's a really good move. Huh. Chat is going crazy. Someday my Lord N develops the ability to understand the feelings of people as well as Pokemon. Bro has his MRI tomorrow. No, that's Tuesday. If y'all don't know, I'm getting an MRI Tuesday on my shoulder because I hurt my shoulder at work. More than anything, I want to see in confined cases. Oh, here comes Looker. And now about Team Plasma. I'm an officer of the International Police, and there are so many things you must tell me at once. If that is what you desire. Many thanks. Now Getsus, notwithstanding, there yet remains but 5 of the 7 sages still at large. What it is they are thinking, what it may be they are hoping, this is the information I have need of. Quick and soon, say hi. That was one of the 7 sages we got. There's 5 more. Getsus, they were saying like he had like they were still trying to find him. I can't remember if you aren't like you don't find him or whatnot in this game or whatnot, but because I think Looker, he was saying like there's only 5, remaining. Let's see what we got going on now. You work tomorrow? Yes, I work tomorrow. I want to see what time I actually work because they just posted my schedule. Whoa, 9 to 4:30. Interesting shift. A little bit later. I don't open tomorrow, but yeah, I don't open tomorrow. She changed my shift because of Tuesday and Wednesday I'm off because of the MRI and also the follow-up. So she was like, I won't make it open. On a small rise of land, you and I face each other. But yeah, back to originally what I was saying, but that's one of the cons is like it's mentally taxing and you have to like constantly talk on stream and like I guess it's like mentally exhausting. Like once you get done with the stream, you're like you just like to relax and rest because it's very mentally taxing, of course. Now you're not doing a lot of strenuous like physical labor, but it's very mental. But yeah, I had a 5-month hiatus where, the last time I streamed was November, so it's very different. Semi-saves. Let's switch. Let's get some different Pokemon in here. Let's put a Reshiram up. But yeah, it's very mentally taxing, and I guess when you stream back to back to back to back, 8 parts of a series, and you beat the main game, but obviously I wanted to play and beat post game, but it just after I got done with beating the game, I was excited to keep playing more, but I was just like I was mentally tired and I wanted to take a break, but then my break turned into a 5-month break. Let's switch to. We could switch to our Samurott here. Let's do Tornadus. We haven't really used him a lot, but yeah, that's one of the cons is you talk a lot. Is if you're not used to it, it can make your voice very hoarse and sore, as well as the mental of just setting up stream takes about a little bit, nothing crazy. This one took me a lot longer than usual. Ooh, that hurt. But let's see. Let's put on Electrocity. But yeah, it will. This one took me about 20-30 minutes. But if you're consistent at it, it will take you about 10 to 15. But I haven't set up stream in a while, so I had to relearn kind of where things were, how to do it properly, and this, that, and the other. But it's kind of like riding a bike. You kind of know how to do it, and you will self-teach yourself. Level 31. Archon's been growing up. Dragon Breath, that's a very good move. We are definitely teaching that. What is this? 60. Let's see. Agility? I feel like we won't really use agility as much as I'd like. Yeah. He's already pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. Agility, unless I'm up against another fast flying type, then I really don't need it, but that I wouldn't even choose that as one of my moves, regardless. if I was fighting a fast type, but he's a very fast hitter. What's his face? Archin is. His HP, ooh, his ability kind of sucks, and his HP is, you know, not the best. But all right, let's check this out. But yeah, that's one of the cons. Is just, you know, talking a lot, it being mentally taxing. But you know, you get the payoff of just having yourself on the internet, and like sometimes I will go back and watch my stream just because I'm bored. And I was talking to my coworkers like yesterday about work, and he was saying he had an emulator on his phone and he was playing Pokemon, you know, White. And I showed him. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I actually I have that, you know, same emulator. He was showing me the Delta. It's on the phone. Alex actually showed me in chat about it. But he saw I had it on my phone. We were kind of slow, and he was like, "Yeah, look, I'm doing a Nuzlocke." And I was like, "He's like, ever done a Nuzlocke?" I was like, "No, not really, but I plan on one day." But I told him, I was like, "Yeah, actually, I've streamed the game." And he goes, "Oh, really?" And I showed him, and he was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Ooh, let's see where this brings us. Oh, that kind of loops us back. Well, I guess we got no other option but to go through here. Let's go. I think this is Team Plasma's lab. They should have their ship here. Or is that Pokemon Black too? Black and White too, I can't remember. But oh, I forgot our. Do we have a repel on? Oh, Audino. Yeah, shaking grass, that'll do it. But yeah, I showed on my streams or whatnot. But it's cool to have, like, you know, yourself on the internet and watching your own videos. Are you gonna play Black too? Oh yeah, absolutely. The more I fight along with my Pokemon, the happier I will be. Oh, he wants to fight. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing Black too. I was just saying at the beginning of the stream, like, I took a 5-month hiatus because, you know, life just happens, and, you know, I started working on my boat project I'd kind of put off for a while. Because I almost got it, I think almost a year ago. And I worked on it for a little bit, but I really didn't put as much effort as I did now. But yeah. So I've been busy with that, and then, you know, just work and, you know, finding like a career kind of job, and going through paperwork and dealing with a lot of paperwork for, you know, workers' comp. It's a lot, and, you know, you just kind of get off track to what you should be doing, or, you know, whatnot. And, you know, I wanted to stream, but oh, Thunderbolt, that's a very good one. I think let's see, I think our Electros already knows this. Sorry, does he? Thunderbolt, yeah, he knows it. It's a very good move. But this building, actually, I'm gonna cut my own self off, but this building is actually Team Plasma's little hideout. I'm pretty sure in Pokemon Black and White too, but it's like, this is like a little database center for what's his face? I can't. Genesect, that's his name. Dubious Disc, you would give him this, and you can like change your move sets and stuff. It's very ominous. Let's see. But he was an event Pokemon. I don't know if you could have caught him in the wild or whatnot. I'm not sure. But you can get him through like the event thing on the menu screen. If you type, obviously, like, you have to type in the DNS. Like, if you do it, nowadays you can't get the mystery gift. But if you just give him the Dubious Disc, he will change his typing. Like, he can go from like water to electric to bug to, you know, ice. I think he can go through a lot more types, but he was like created by Team Plasma. It was supposed to be like the world's most powerful Pokemon or something like that. I'd have to. That's from what I remember. But let's see. This is all really what Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, what do we got going on down here? Oh, this is okay, I know where this is. We kind of have to go back around, but yeah, you just that's like the pros and the cons to like streaming, but like also like you got to make sacrifices as well. Like typically like you can have like, you know, something to drink. Like right now I have a Dr. Pepper. That's fine, or like a water or whatnot, but you also want to be careful and cautious of what Pokemon am I riding? Oh, I'm riding Samurai. But you want to be cautious of not drinking too much, because if you do, I learned this I think my first or second stream, but you know, you can't think of everything. I would ask like a lot of beginning streamers to who knows Fly? Do I have any Pokemon that knows Fly in here? I don't think I do, which is a problem. And I don't think... Let's see our summary. Dragon Breath, Air Cutter, Slash, Crunch. I don't think... Yeah, he doesn't know. So we gotta go go all the way back, which kind of sucks. But there we go. We got max repels. We're pretty close to like the towns and stuff, but yeah, you gotta be cautious. Like if you drink too much, you will go to the bathroom a lot, and sometimes like you can lose, like even if it's just for like 30 seconds. That's, you know, with the attention span of like kids nowadays or people nowadays, that's all it takes to have people leave the stream, or like, you know, you're just kind of just sitting there when, you know, people are used to, you know, instant gratification, you know. And that's something I have to learn too, is delayed gratification, you know, just waiting. Let me heal my Pokemon, and then we'll actually get rid of one and swap it for another and have an empty slot so we can get that egg. But yeah, delayed gratification is something a lot of people need to learn, myself included. I'm better about it than what I used to be, but sometimes I can still get a little impatient. I want things now. That's how, you know, the world is nowadays. They want things now. Let's deposit. We're gonna get rid of 2 anyways, doesn't matter. We'll deposit Reshiram, and then we'll deposit Archon. And then we need to get, I think, our, what's his name? Terrakion. He has got strength, if I'm not mistaken. One of these Pokemon's got strength. Oh, okay, our Stoutland has strength. Wait, no, not so very. Let's see. Looks like I gotta go back. I gotta do this manually. Yeah, let's withdraw him. We'll keep an empty slot. Oh. But, switch off. But, yeah, we need to go back there anyway so we can get that egg. But that actually hatches into a Larvesta, but it's just best to get a what's it called, Volcarona. But I think that doesn't unlock until post game, so we can actually get it now. Let's see, we gotta put another repel on. But yeah, it's there if you want it. Like it's a level 1 once you hatch it, but it's cool to have. But you know, like also like eating is also another big thing. Like you have to be cautious of, because obviously, like I've said it before, but like if you eat something on stream, a lot of people like will get agitated or annoyed. Not that I've done it, but when I watch, you know, small streamers like, you know, myself, it was just something like annoying. I was just like, I don't want to hear you eat. Like you're obviously like trying to entertain people, so it's like you don't want to there are some sacrifices you have to make. You don't want to like annoy or disturb the public, so it's kind of like you have to. I don't think we went this way. Yeah, you don't want to. Oh, this is like a little shortcut almost. This gets you up to here, this little island that we haven't gone to. Oh, Alola. What level is this? 18. That's not bad. But you don't want to you know, eat, or I guess you could have a snack, but it couldn't be very like smacky or whatnot. I'm good at backstroke, freestyle, butterfly, and of course Pokemon battles. Of course he wanted the battle. But yeah, that's something you have to learn about streaming. But before I actually got started into it, I would study like a lot of small streamers and mistakes they made, and I would actually talk to them on stream about like what should I do when I stream, and also just learn from their mistakes. You know, like a lot of people, they'll watch this and you know they'll learn from my mistakes. They'll be like, oh, I like the way he does this, I like the way he talks, but maybe I don't like the way he does certain things, so I'm just gonna take and adapt from what he's saying and put it in my stream. And that's all of, you know, what you want is another basculin. Wow, that's what you want. Is like you're obviously gonna love something more than other people, and other people are gonna love something more than, you know, yourself. So you gotta pick and choose what you want, what you want to do. But at the same time, like, again, another pro is like it's your stream. Like, stream how you want to stream. Like, you don't have to follow suit of others. Like, you get to pick and choose like what you want to do. And if, again, like I've said before, if you know, feel like you can't do something or whatnot, like, you shouldn't have to run into that feeling. And who cares if people don't like your content or the way you do things or this, that, the other. Now, like, there are some stipulations, of course, but like just in general, like, just do what you want to do and stream what you want to stream. Like, you don't have to listen to your chat or the public being like, oh, I want you to stream this, or if you don't stream this, you're a loser. You know, who cares? Like, I'm gonna stream what I want to stream, and you can leave. You know, go find somebody else that's streaming that. You know, that's why it's, you know, streaming. Like, people are like, oh, he's playing Pokemon Black and White. I love that game. We're like, oh, he's playing Pokemon Black and White. I hate that game. You know, you're gonna have people hate and love what you do regardless. So, might as well do what you want, right? But yeah, that's a big topic I wanted to talk about is, should you start streaming, the pros and cons of streaming, and streaming in general, and where I've been. But yeah, that's a big topic I wanted to talk about. And it's kind of fun. Like, I get to stream my favorite game, play my favorite game, do what I want. Really fun. Deep Sea 2. I wonder what that does. I don't know if that's something you sell or you can put that on a Pokemon and it does like a certain move set thingy. But let's see here. I don't know. Let's see if we get a Max Repel on. No. Okay, yeah, we got a Max Repel on. Just making sure. But yeah, that was a big topic I wanted to talk about. Like, you really don't need the biggest setup to start up. Now, does having a better setup, you know, make it better and more appeasing for the stream? Absolutely. But it's something like you get to choose to oh yeah, let's talk to this guy and get that egg. Would you like to receive this Pokemon egg and raise it? Yes. Yes, I'm counting on you. Jacob obtained the egg. This is a Larvesta. Pokemon eggs hatch when you carry them with you. Being around healthy Pokemon helps them grow. Yeah, also if you have a Pokemon with the ability Flame Body, it also, I think it cuts the egg hatching in time. Alright, let's go down here and we can finally use our, what's it called? Stoutland to push this rock. But yeah, you don't need the biggest setup to, you know, start streaming. I started streaming, you know, on my laptop. But, you know, eventually I'd like to get a better, you know, PC, but you know, even still, like, even if you do have a laptop, you can upgrade most of the time you can upgrade the RAM on it. I know I've opened up this computer once or twice. You can upgrade the RAM in this computer. Let's see. What is this? Max Elixir. I think there's also some Pokemon from other gens you can catch up here. So I think that's why this section is a little blocked off. We got the Dwebble. Let's see. I remember one time I found an Execute, I think up here or down below. This is when you start seeing the other generation of Pokemon. You don't unlock that till post-game, of course. But, yeah, you can always upgrade, like, your own laptop for really cheap. You know, it's way cheaper than buying a brand new laptop or PC or anything. So, there are also options you can explore, of course. This guy's probably one in the middle. Yep. Did you come here by looking at the town map too? Maps are good. They tell you a lot about things. I actually did come here looking at my town map. Backpacker Sand. What do you got? Whimsicott. I want to see what that deep sea tooth is. If it's like an item you can put on your Pokemon, or is it something worth value? But I think it's something you can sell, if I'm not mistaken. It's something worth value, or you can put on a Pokemon, but I don't know what it would do, so I'm pretty sure it's something worth, like, you can sell for money. I want something that's like a map, but tells me how to fight. Yeah, you need that. Let's see. Let's check this out and see what we got. Dragon Scale. Ooh, that's a good one. I think... Let's see, actually. Let's get our... Max Repel. I think this is our item bag? Yeah. Let's see. This should be at the very bottom or top. Yeah, Dragon Scale. I think you can sell this. Yeah. Raises special attack stat. It's actually pretty good. This is for, we just got this. A transparent device overflowing with dubious data. Its producer is unknown. You would give this to, what's his face? Genesect, and that's how you change the... And then this is, like, worth monies, of course. So we're gonna stop down here. Little ode to Pokemon Black and White 2. If you go through here, there's a little hidden grotto, but that's a Black and White 2 thing. But we'll definitely be playing that game next after this. I just wanted to come back here and I want to get down there, actually. I think you get down there from the ocean, but I want to come back and play that game. Very fun game. I love that game more than this game, but this game is very nostalgic for me also. Right. I think you have to use like Rock Smash to get over there, but I don't know. It's not through here though. I think it's from the other side. Let's see. Let's go through the middle. We'll go down here. Yeah, because you can get there through another way. Okay. Yeah, that would take you down there. That's the other side. This would just bring you around. Let's put another repel on. Not a pearl. But, yeah, that was one of the topics I wanted to talk about. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Let's go to Max Repel. And I guess the other topic I wanted to talk about was, I guess, like, potential... Ooh, hold on. I was gonna say, maybe we can do something down here. What would that bring me to? Let's see how we would get over there. I think I gotta watch a video, like, once or twice how to get over there. Okay, we'll hit this, we'll hit this. That brings us here. Okay, I know where I'm at now. We'll hit that. We'll go down here. But I think you have to break... Yeah, this rock right here. I'm pretty sure I have to break it. Or maybe there's another way. use Rock Smash, of course. But you can't. Because we already talked to him. Hold on. I think this is an Audino. Yeah, Audino. But there's not really much here. Per se, like, there are some, like, exclusive Pokemon here, of course. But it's more just for, you know, getting our best deck. Like, there is a lot here, but, I don't know. There isn't. It's weird. It's kind of like, there's something here, but it's not. Yeah, here's that. I kind of forgot how to get down here. It's been a while. I think I have to watch a video every time I play this game to, see how to get down there. I wish we see a, I'm actually going to keep a Repel off just to see if we can see, like, another generation of Pokemon. But I think you have to have Rock Smash, which I think I do have. I think I've seen an Execute up here one time. But, yeah, let's get this out of here. Yeah, but another topic I want to talk about is the new Pokemon games coming out, and just new Pokemon in general. But or maybe it's this rock. I don't know. It'd have to be. I don't know. Well, let's just I guess get out of here. We kind of like got everything to begin with. Or I could look it up. Actually, I might go ahead and just do that, just to get this area knocked out. But, let's see. Let's just run. Alright, yeah. Let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, there's a video on it. Let's see. Let's see where this guy goes. But, yeah. I don't know, just new Pokemon nowadays, to me at least, is not fun. So I'm hoping when they do these remakes that they do them pretty good. Oh, that's so cool, I didn't even think about that. You actually don't have to, That is very interesting. Okay. Well, we're kind of in the place for it. But, yeah, I just feel like nowadays new Pokemon isn't really, like, fun in my opinion. Yeah. It's not fun in my opinion. Sorry for, like, the break. I was just figuring out how to get to that area. So, apparently you don't need Rocky Smash. Or Rock Smash, you just kind of have to navigate it pretty differently. But yeah, I just like Legends EA. I liked it; it was cool, but I don't know. Just I played it for a month and I just dropped it. It just like it was really interesting and fun, but it was just I don't know. Like it was like a quote-unquote kind of big game, but also it was just kind of small at the same time. Like it was just very like, you know, you were limited to the city, and obviously like the DLC made you made it to where you could of course, you know, go to different dimensions and stuff. But it's like, you know, old Pokemon like this, like you wouldn't have to pay for that. Wait, is this how you get out of here? How do you get out of here? Okay, I see. Yeah, you have to go this way. So you have to go through here, then through here. Then you have to go up here, through here, down here. Talk to this guy, he's gonna want to battle. Okay, cool. The Pokemon is riding the wave and you are riding the Pokemon. Are you riding high? Yeah, I did not do this in my actual personal save on my DS. So I guess I'll have to come back on my DS and actually do this. You learn something new every day. But I always knew it was there, but I was like, it's not a really big concern, but I don't even know what's down here. Like, I know there's some items, but oh wait, it's a battle. But so I guess we'll both figure out for the first time what's down here. But yeah. I just feel like new Pokemon isn't really as exciting as old Pokemon anymore. Like the DS era and below was just, in my opinion, it was just better. And I really hope, like, I know they came out, you know, they just announced Wind and Waves Gen 10, but I'm not even excited for that. I'm excited that it got announced because I know after Winds and Waves is Gen 5 remakes, very most likely, like 80%. Because we've been teased a lot about it. But, oops. But, let's get this out of here. I pressed one of my hotkeys. Let's see what we're doing here. I think I still got this messed up. I wonder if I press page. Oh, okay. I see what I did. I pressed page down on my computer. I got some hotkeys set up. That's why it's messing up the screen. I think we're about to fix it right now. We gotta be really careful around here. There we go. She's gonna want to battle. And then we just go past this wave, and yeah. I was taking a little break, but hey, I'm always have time for Pokemon battles. Let's enjoy it as much as possible. But yeah, I'm just more excited about Winds and Waves coming out. Like, obviously I'm gonna play it, but I'm more excited for it being announced because I know the next games are gonna be 80% likely Gen 5 remakes. And I'm not saying they're not gonna have a couple like spin-offs, you know, within that. Obviously we just got Pokemon Champions and you know, Poketopia or whatever it's called. So, but hopefully they do Gen 5 remakes pretty good. I hope they do a remake and a remaster, like a remake and a third installment. So it's Pokemon Black and White 3 because we still have a lot of unanswered questions. You know, we'll see that when I stream later, Pokemon Black and White 2. But we'll see a lot of there's a lot of unanswered questions. I'm not trying to spoil it, but you know, what happened to certain characters, this, that, the other, you know, the full dragon combination, stuff like that. It's just like, I feel like they have too much left on their plate to answer, not to just do remakes. Because if you do a remake, you also have to do a remake of the first and second game, and I think they're also scared to touch the first and the second game, so I think they're just going to do a third installment, as well as a, you know, a remake and a remaster. Kind of like what ZA did. It's like, you know, Gen 6 didn't have a third installment, but they did a third installment with ZA, as well as, like, you know, a remake in a sense. So, I think they were also testing stuff out, like, to see what people liked and what they didn't like. But, yeah. That's something I also wanted to talk about, is, if y'all are excited for, like, the new Pokemon games or whatnot, or if y'all, here we go. Here's that little area. Route 18. She wants to battle. If I can, there we go. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. If y'all are excited for that, or y'all ready for Gen 5 remakes. Fights have their own rhythms. I wonder those Pokemon can fight rhythmically. I think after this, we'll start exploring the right side of the map, and then I guess we'll call it for stream. Because I know we've been streaming only for like an hour and like 21 minutes, but I do have work tomorrow, but it is at 9, so I can stay up a little bit, you know, plus I have been drinking a soda, so we're kind of gonna be up anyways. Oh, Girder? No, we'll keep Samrodden. He's a tank. Let's see. Yeah, this will one shot. But yeah, we'll go through this whole area, which we only have a little bit more, and then we'll leave and go to the right side of the map and start going from there. Because the post game, it's a lot, but it's not like too much. But there's definitely like hours and hours worth of content. Ooh, let's see what we got going on here. Telekinesis. That's actually a pretty good team. I didn't even know that was up here. Trying to see if there's anything in these areas. Let's see. Okay. Is it just this area? That's it? I could have sworn. Maybe we can go down here. Because I know there's like a little empty area, unless it's, oh yeah, I was about to say, I know there's a little Pokemon down here. Hard scale is pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, we got a big, vast open area down here. I could have sworn there was like a empty area down to the left, but I think that's just the illusion of the game itself, because we already explored up here. Yeah, let's see if there's any Pokemon down here. Whoa, we got a Crustle. That's crazy. If you want to get a full Crustle, obviously you have to beat the post game, but if you wanted to have one, there you go. Let's see. I don't think... Yeah, we can't get down this way. Okay. Let's surf, and then we'll put on a repel, and then we'll call this area explored. But telekinesis is actually a pretty good move, so let's see. I don't know if I have a Pokemon that can actually use that. Route 17. Yeah, because I always wondered as a kid, I was like, man, it always says Route 18, but it's just like I never really get to go to it. Man, this is like a one-way trip to straight back to the beginning. Alright, well, we discovered Route 17 and 18, kind of nice. What is there to do in post-game? There's actually a lot. So, at the beginning of the stream, a bit happened. But, so there's the 7 sages we have to find. We did find one, and there's 5 left. Now, Getsus is one of the 7 sages, but they said, like, he had fled. So I don't think you can find him in the game, but after we found that other sage, there's 5 left. So there's 5 sages to find. Well, there's actually 6. Out of the 7 sages, you can only find 6, because Getsus, he fled. We just found 1, so there's 5 left, but there was one down here that we found when you joined stream. And then there's 5 more spread across the map. I know one is in Undella Town. One is near the Abundant Shrine. I think there's like 2 or 3 over here, and I think there's like one over in Driftfell or like near Icarus or something, but I can't remember. But that's something to do, is the 7 sages, as well as explore the post game unlocks like different areas of the map. So Route 17 and 18, that what we just explored, that was not accessible to you know, in the main game, so we got to explore that. Now there's like a bunch of Pokemon there and stuff like that, like from the other gens 1 through 4. But when you actually beat the game, because this is exclusive to Gen 5 just during the main game, but after you beat it, post game you can unlock one. You get your Pokédex upgraded to the National Dex, and you get to discover Pokemon from Gen 1 through 4. And now all Pokemon through Gen 1 through 4 aren't in this game, but Pokemon from Gen 1 through 4 are in this game. Not all of them, but there's a few that are, scattered across the map. And then, so this entrance, the beginning of Route 11 and the beginning of Route 16 were blocked. So this whole right side of this map, where I'm highlighting right now, this was completely unaccessible. But now, like, you can see how these aren't blued like the other ones. But we couldn't access Village Bridge, Route 12, Lunacosa Town, Giant Chasm, Route 13, Undella Town, Undella Bay, Poke Transfer Lab, Black City, Abundant Shrine, Route 14, Route 15, Marvelous Bridge, Lost Thorn Forest. Actually, you can access Lost Thorn in Route 16, but anything from Village Bridge and Marvelous Bridge you couldn't unlock. There's also a legendary Giant Chasm that is, what's it called? Kiram is over here, as well as there is another legendary in the Abundant Shrine, but you have to have Tornadus, which I do have, and then Thundurus, which is Pokemon White's exclusive. And you get, once you have them both in your party, you can get Landorus. So that's all that I can think of right now. I know there's a little bit more. But there's just unlocked areas, legendaries you can find, more story, finding the 7 sages, unlocking in the National Dex, certain areas unlock post-game, stuff like that. So let's see. Oh, actually, we can put our Pokemon back. Forgot about that. Let's see. We will deposit Stoutland, since we already used him for, whatever. This Larvesta we'll put in here, and then we'll take our what about Shining Honey? Yeah, there's plenty to do that in this game. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, there's plenty of Shining Hunting to do in this game. We'll withdraw our I don't know if we want Reshiram. Yeah, we'll withdraw Archin and Reshiram. Why not? I kind of wanted to keep the egg just because. Actually, let's keep the egg on our journey, because Reshiram, like, he's really useful, but what is it? I kind of want to hatch this egg just because. Now I know we can get a Volcarona, but just seeing a unhatched egg in a box is kind of like a little sad. Let's withdraw. But yeah, I really hate how people didn't really like these games in the beginning. Later on, people loved them, but like what I said earlier, I'd rather have people come back and love the game, later than not at all. This game, a lot of people like the the game, but in the beginning for what it was. But then after people realized, like, there wasn't Charizard and Pikachu and like every Pokemon 1 through 4. Now after you beat post game, you do get to put every Pokemon Gen 1 through 4 and obviously 5 in here, but like you can't access Gen 1 through 4. Well, at least all of them in this game. You get to access a couple, but a lot of people got upset about that. Let's use Max Repel. But this was my first Pokemon game, so it always is gonna hold a spot dear in my heart. But Pokemon Black and 2, a lot more people like, because it fixed that issue what I just explained of the, Gen 1 through 4. But you don't need post game to have that. Whatever. Let's see. Oh wait, I have a bicycle. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we will definitely be using this bicycle. But yeah, it's one of those things that everyone's gonna hate on. Everybody hates every gen when you think about it. So there's people that hate Gen 1. They're like, oh, the Gen 1 sucks, or Gen 2 sucks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. Like, everybody's gonna hate that. Everybody's gonna hate every gen when you think about it. But as long as you like it, that's all that really matters. Like, you can get into semantics and, to a debate about, which one's better, But at the end of the day, it's like what you want and what you find interesting and whatnot. Because I love Gen 5, but some of my friends or just people I know, they're like, oh, Gen 5's the worst, or Gen 5 sucks, or oh, I like Gen 5, or Gen 5 I don't really care about, so I don't need Repel anymore. But yeah, everybody's gonna actually, a little funny story. Let's go back. When I was a kid, when I first played this game, I got mad because I was like, I guess I didn't see this little sign or this little opening right here. But I got mad. I was just like, not mad, but I was just upset that I couldn't. I thought my game was broke because I was like, man, like, I know there's more to this game. Like, and I was walking around like this, and I was like, how do I, like, what do I do? I thought this was like the end of the game, and I got mad. And it took me like, I think like a day or two or a couple hours. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago, but I was running around like this, and I was just going forward because it's a very forward kind of game. And I was like, am I missing something? And I think I just wandered in here, and I felt like such an idiot. Dude, I remember you said that before. Oh yeah, I thought that was funny. Thought I'd bring it back up. Let's see. Bicycle. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like, everybody's gonna love their own generation and stuff, and like, usually whatever your first gen that you do play is, like, if I played Gen 1 back in the day, or like if I played any generation, or if I grew up playing like this or that, or Gen 4 or 3, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's the best. Like, and that's fair to say, you grew up on those games. Hey yo, what's chat? But let's see, we can go down here, and then after this spot we can finally go to the right side of the map. I wish I had a Pokemon that learned the move Fly, but I didn't think I wanted to teach it because Fly is kind of like it's not a bad move, but it's like a move you definitely want to teach, like a TM kind of slave Pokemon thing, because there's a lot better moves. Route 4. Oh, I should have used Repel, but we'll put one on after this. But yeah, this was the last like 2D sprite game, because before this, a lot of people didn't realize, like, you see how the Pokemon are moving and breathing and stuff. Like, all other gens before just did not do that. So I thought that was really cool. Let's see. But this was the last 2D kind of game they made. Right, let's go back up. Yeah, probably not the... Yeah, it's probably not the best to ride a bike through here, but hey, you're only here for a little bit. Okay. I don't know, part of me wants to make like a video recap on like beating this game after streaming it for the first time. Let's see, Nabasa City. But yeah, part of me wants to do that, but I don't know if I want to, because that's a very long process of chopping up a lot of video and go through a lot of content, especially when you live stream. But not that you have to have the voice in it, but just yeah, this part you couldn't access before in the game. It was blocked off. They said it was under construction, so we'll actually get off the bike. I think, yeah, there we go. Let's see what you want to say. I am me, you are you. You really don't know what to do when someone suddenly says that, do you? Yeah, that kind of threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, awesome, that just made my day. This is vending exchange gave me an extra drink for free. Yeah, sometimes if you buy an energy, like a drink, it will, I think it's like a 1 in 10 chance it will, or 1 in 20 chance it will give you like an extra drink or something. Yeah, let's try to get another, see if we can get it on stream. We'll try like 3 or 4 times. But if not, we'll just skip over. Yeah, we'll get another fresh water. Yeah, let's just get another lemonade, we'll call it a day. One more, because why not? I think it's like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 chance. Like, it's not super rare, but it's like, it's definitely cool, like, when you actually, Oh! Like that. That was cool. Huh. Yeah, I think it's like a 1 in 10 chance. Let's see what we got going on here. A parasol inside the gate. Well, I really don't want to get wet and dirty. Very interesting. I think there's a guy on this bridge that will sell you a magic cart for 500 Poké Dollars. Son, I have a deal for you and you alone. Here's your chance. I will sell you a secret Pokemon magic cart for an unbelievable 500 bucks. How about it? Interested? This is the best deal ever. What? I have to put him away? That's so lame. So much for carrying this egg around. What is better to do? Now, I think there's a town right here, so... Whoa, what we got going on here? Oh, yeah, story. More story. You, huh? Getsus is gone. He went off somewhere alone after we rescued him from the castle. From the day Getsus saved our lives, we have sworn to be loyal to him, even now after he ordered us not to search for him. Also, Getsus said to give you this. Adamant orb. As well as this. Lustrious orb. Lustrious orb. And this also. Vericious orb. Getsus, where did he find these? What was he planning to do with them? Why did he give them to you? There's no way to know now. Is he testing you or using you? We, the Shadow Tribe, have always been and always will be the loyal servants of Getsus. Getsus' ambitions will never cease. Never shall meet again. Farewell. Yeah, actually, let's see. Go to the bag. These is for... I guess I didn't realize this till now. But, I think those are the, 7 deadly sins, like, these orbs are based off, but, like, only 3 of them. Obviously, lust, I guess, like, greed and adamant? Adamant? I don't know what that one would be. Adamant? Maybe, like... India or Pride. I'm not sure. That's just a theory, but this is for yeah, Garatina, Palkia, and Dialga. You would give that to them. But that's a little cool thing. Like, you can get those from, like, the mystery gifts. Obviously, you have to put a NDS on your DS to, you know, get those. I wonder if that would work on this. I'm not sure. Ah, such magnificent scenery. Let's go back in here. I think this takes us to Black City. Marvelous Bridge is really mind-boggling, so I'm taking a rest. What do people buy from the vending machine? To keep checking on that, this is my life. Huh. Very weird. The trash can is empty. Let's see what you want to say. Hey you, don't you want to try a triple battle? Sure. Whoa, okay. Didn't know there was a battle in here. Let's see what we got going on here. Ace Trader. Okay, this is a very... Whoa, interesting team. Very heavy-hitting team. Wow, they are higher level than me. Triple battles. The good old days. I think this was Yeah, if I do that, that's gonna... Forgot about that. Let's do that, and then we'll do a... I don't think... Yeah, we don't have anything. Bro, they have triple battles in here? Oh, yeah! They have triple battles, and they have rotation triple battles. It's so weird. I think Gen 5 was the first to do to introduce triple battles. I don't know if it was the first and last to finish it off, though. I think they still had triple battles after, but that could just be me, I don't remember. I did not know this was going to be this bad. Thunderbolt. Yeah, let's use that on Alamola. And then... I guess Dragon Claw will... Yeah, but I didn't know if that was exclusive to Gen 5 triple battles only, but I think I know it's the only one that introduced it first. And this introduced it first, I'm pretty sure. Because Gen 4 didn't have it. No, you obviously had double battles and stuff, but... Okay, we got him. He was kind of a little threat into my life. And then there's rotation battles. I think that was also a first, too. That can get a little complicated. Not very effective. Thunderbolt. Okay, that should pretty much kill. But she's got really high health, so I wouldn't be surprised if she was. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, this makes it better. 3,000 points. That's crazy for XP. I don't know what level Archon evolves. I think it's like... Oh, Crunch isn't... Let's just do... I think 45. Like it's kind of not that crazy, but it could be higher. It could be 50. So let me actually look that up. $37. Okay, we're actually kind of close. I was about to say, I knew it wasn't like crazy. Man, this Kling Klang is pretty tough. Those are always really good to have in your party. But yeah, 37. Okay, so I got like what, 4 more levels? I think I have a rare candy, but we'll see where this XP gets him. Because I think we'll hit 34 and I'll give like a rare candy to that Archon. 59, yeah. We still have to level up our Pokemon. We just saw 65. We did a triple battle with 65 level Pokemon. Yeah, 34. Are you a triple battle genius? I wouldn't say that. Let's see what our bag is. Let's see where, I think we have a rare candy. We only have one. Let's just give it to him. Let's see. I can't really see what that said. What does this say? Sorry, my computer kind of cuts that off. Crunch. Okay. Crunch is pretty good. Let's see. Pluck. Dragon Breath, Acrobatics. Ancient Power is good, just for that rock type. And then the stat. Pecks the target. It's good to have a flying type move. Dragon Breath, pretty good. Acrobatics. We'll just go ahead and get that. That's a good early on move, but later on, like it's kind of mid. See what you want. I decided to find a new Pokemon partner around Route 13. Whoa, okay, yep. Route 15. Let's see what this guy says. I will unveil my Pokemon to you. They are the best in the world. Let's see about that. Okay, he's got 4. Open. 62, yeah, post-game, like, the Pokemon jump up, like, significantly. Like, my Samurott was pretty high level. He's only 59, but, you know, Gulpin over here is all, like, 62. We just saw we got a triple battle with 65 level Pokemon, so, yeah, the Pokemon, they do get tougher. I think a good goal for the stream is not the stream, I mean, yeah, the stream, but a good goal for this stream is, like, obviously we did Route 17 18, completed that, found one of the 7 stages, but also I feel like get to Black City, but also I kind of want to level up our Archon, because he's only 2 levels away, which isn't like crazy. Swab. So I think just doing those 2 things would be pretty good, because we've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, so I think it's like an hour 50 almost. And, you know, I guess just ease back into streaming as well. Like, I could definitely keep going. I also do. Oh, I keep saying. I also do have work tomorrow. Not like super early. Thank goodness I don't have to open the store, but at 9 to 4:30. Let's see, that Revenge got pretty good. Yeah, 36. Yeah, we'll definitely have a Archeops by the end of the stream. We start getting some more money. I think in here, this lady wants to trade a Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. Ditto. Rotom. This is actually a very good trade. But we have to be kind of on the opposite side of the right side of the map that we just unlocked. I was supposed to say, there's no way there's not an item there. But I don't know, I guess they just kind of wanted it for the map. This is where you would transfer your Pokemon. Right here. I think it's called the Pokemon Transfer Lab. Pokemon Transfer Lab, yeah. What's Pokemon Transfer? Come find out. You have to... A lot of people kind of didn't like this. But you, when you transferred Pokemon from, like, another save to your save, you kind of had to play a game, but this is how you transferred your Pokemon. Hi, hello. You came here? That means you are a visitor? Huh? No, you came all the way here? Ah, you are a trainer. You are in the middle of your journey? Ah, this is your trainer card? Well, you have all the gym badges? Great, you may be able to... Professor Park. Quick. Guess we're going up here. Oh, there you are. Professor, do you have a minute? I think you do. Listen, this kid is a trainer who has all the gym badges. All of them. I'm sure this trainer can operate it. I've told you many times this invention is great indeed, but without a professional trainer. What, you have all you have the gym badges? All of them? Fantastic. Fantastico. Yahoo! Man, he's going crazy. What a great day. Great, unbelievable. Hi, I'm Professor Andrew Park. You are... Jacob, are you willing to participate in an ambitious experiment that will make history? This device is called Pokemon Transfer. It connects blah 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 called DS system. Meanwhile, blah 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 of molecules, and then while evoking blah blah blah, here go energy particles, blah 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 blah. And if the frequency, as you see with faraway Pokemon, the alpha wave, blah blah blah, following which we reach convergence, blah blah blah, spectacular results. Put it more simply, if you use this device, you may be able to bring Pokemon here from other regions. But just for safety's sakes, the Pokemon you're transferring shouldn't be holding anything, so make sure to take their items first. So you're a fantastic Pokemon trainer. Will you participate in Great Experiment of the Century? You need 2 DS systems to Pokemon. We will conduct the experiment with another DS. Is that okay? No. If you decide that you want to play with Pokemon trainers for some time, you're welcome to come back and ask me. Yeah, we have to have another DS, but this is how you would transfer Pokemon. This is actually great because we can use this to put our egg back, and then we can put this egg back, and then we can get that magic card on that bridge. So we're gonna go all the way back just to buy that magic card for 500 bucks. That's an ode back to Gen 1. With this research of mine, I also want to have an impact on people in the future. People living 100 or 200 years from now. Empty. But yeah, let's see. Here we are monitoring Pokemon Transfer. We're keeping a careful eye to make sure all the Pokemon have safe travels. But yeah, in Gen 1, there was a guy in a, what's it called? Like a Pokemon Center selling a magic card for 500 bucks, but it's a little ode to Gen 1, but it's definitely worth the price. Let's see, he should be, yep. It's not a far distance. I was like, thank goodness, because I didn't want to go all the way back on the other side. Because that's a little bit further with the Nimbasa City. 500 Pokédollars. Absolutely. Get to have a Gyarados. No. Oh yeah, returns not accepted. Got that? Let's see what his nature is. But, Wax nature. I think his defense is high, his special defense is low. Swift Send, boost the Pokemon speed and range. But yeah, I guess that's just a way, since you unlocked post game, they want to you know, get you your first kind of Pokemon from like another generation and whatnot. It's kind of exciting. Go all the way back. But yeah, Archon's level 36. He just freshly turned level 36. He evolves in one more level, so we'll definitely keep him. And then we'll take the XP. We have 2, but I just kind of want all the XP going. What's it called? Archon, so we can have Archeops. See, that is some Spanish. I don't know what he said, but he wanted to fight. This should get us pretty close to 30 Yeah, see, now we're fighting Gen 4 and below Pokemon, but yeah. This should get us pretty close to leveling him up with this battle. Let's see. Yeah, 63 is kind of crazy. Whoa. That gave us a lot of XP. Onyx, yeah, we're definitely fighting Gen 4 and below. But, I think the sprites look really good. They did a really good for their sprites on Gen 5. But yeah, we'll definitely hit level 37. I didn't know they were giving us this much XP. Yeah, we just got there. The Hippodon gave us so much. Gligar. Gliscor is so scary to me for some reason. That's the evolution of this Pokemon. But, you can actually find one down here. I think it's like a 1% chance in Shaking Grass, or that's Pokemon Black too. But I think it's also Pokemon Black as well. Let's see. I don't know what he said either. Yep, he should be evolving into Archeops. All we have to do now is just go to Black City, and I think we'll end the stream there. This is a very powerful Pokemon, by the way, but its ability's kind of eh. It's kind of like a gamble for this ability. Congratulations, your Archon evolved into Archeops. That's a very good Pokemon, by the way. Let's see. Let's go to him. We will take the XP share, and then I think we'll give him the... We'll give him the XP share as well. We'll move the XP share. And then, yeah, we got a, what's it called? Steps now. I wonder, there it is. Nice. So we got that going. There's also some Pokemon down here from like Gen 1 through 4, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'm speaking in Pokemon Black and White 2 or just Pokemon Black. So don't take that on me. People who yearn for hustle and bustle often move into Black City. Trash can is empty. As the residents change, the city also changes. When I look at the changes for a while, the city looks like a gigantic creature. If you want to enjoy vibrant city life, visit Black City. Well, here we are. Exclusive to Pokemon Black. I've dedicated my life to Pokemon battling. I will win as a specialist. Whoa! I forgot you could have battles in here. He's only got one. Let's see what he's got. Nidoking. Uh-oh. 67. 6'7". It's okay. Earth power. This is going to hurt. I thought I could outspeed him, but then I realized he was a lot faster. We'll put our Electros in there. That Nidoking sprite looks really good. Thunderbolt. What? That's gonna hurt. We'll fight and we'll use Dragon. There you go, Horn. I don't know if we're gonna survive this. Yeah, we will. Not bad. That's gonna kill us though. We'll use We'll use revive. Just to get Samurai back in. Yeah, that's gonna kill us. He was too low to keep going anyways. Let's use Haxorus. Battle of the Beast. Ooh, that hurt. Let's go ahead and heal. Samurai, and then Samurai should do some cleanup work here. Let's see. Man, I didn't realize how powerful he was. I was like, oh, he's got one Pokemon, but then pulled out Nidoking. I was like, ooh, he's confused now. That's good. We'll put our Samurai in. He's our best bet for taking this thing down anyways. And that doesn't help I'm training some 2 Pokemon at this time with Archeops and, you know, Magikarp. This should kill him. There we go. Well, Magikarp's gonna level up pretty good. Level 7, level 8. This should probably bring him to 10. We're halfway there to get, what's it called? Level 12, okay. 14, wow. I didn't realize it was gonna be this good. Turn tackle. 17. 18. Wow, are we gonna hit that 20? We have to hit 20, come on. Ah, oh, so close. Apparently still haven't done enough research on Pokemon battling. That's crazy, we almost had our Magikarp, guys. But yeah, this is a Black City. I guess we'll talk to the NPCs around here. Take deep breaths before battle. When your mind is clear, the battle can begin. Oh wow, she wants a battle too. I feel like everybody just in the city wants a battle. Well, at least we'll get our Magikarp. Magnezone. Uh-oh. Level 50. Okay, we're gonna outspeed. This should kill. Dire hit. This should kill, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, it was close. I'm not gonna lie, it was close. We'll hit Aqua Tail. Voided. Ooh, double a void. Okay. Let's say that's kind of crazy. There we go. Now we'll have a Gyarados. That's kind of crazy. How we just put that XP share on, and now he's got a we got a Gyarados. What? Magikarp is evolving? Yep, straight into Gyarados. Yeah, Magikarp's kind of useless up until level 15, and then, you know, 5 more levels. If you can endure it, you get a Gyarados, and then he becomes really strong. There we go. I think the sprite looks really good as well. Congratulations, Magikarp evolved into a Gyarados. I overthought things and I lost. Sometimes just acting on instinct might be better. I'm adorable and so is my Pokemon. Do you think you can win against this? I think this is the last person to battle. Nursery Aid Miho. Shrifty. Is that the... yeah, that's the tree thing. Level 40. Okay, we're starting to get down more levels. Pretty good, I have to say. I think we go down by 10 levels each time that they did. Should still outspeed. This should kill since, like, I'm almost 20 levels above it. I know it's, like, not super effective. Oh, wow. It's very impressive, actually. I thought that was gonna kill, honestly. Let's put Aquatail on here. $803. Level 60 on the Samurai, nice. Level 23. He should learn like Dragon. Yeah, I was supposed to say Dragon Raid. Since he's only got 3 moves now. How can we lose when we're so cute? Ah, sorry. Alright, guys. Hold on. Let's read this real quick. Black City, prosperous and vibrant. Yeah, I think we're gonna end stream there. I'm getting, honestly pretty tired myself. Many people come here from White Forest. If you enter White Forest and invite people, they might move here. Interesting. That's the other game's exclusive. Let's see what they have here first. We got 100,000. That's crazy. Definitely. How many do we have? We need to buy more max repels. 27, 28, 30, and then we'll buy 23 of these, I guess. You can never not have enough of these. There we go. 50 of them. Nope. That's like the #1 thing you want to buy too. Yes. Yeah, but I think we'll just call that end of stream. We got a lot done. We explored Route 17, explored Route 18. I got to find a new spot I didn't know how to, access. I kind of just put off for a long time. We got one of the 7 sages. Getsus we figured out left, so there's only 5 left. We've gotten to the right side of the map. We've just discovered. We're here now, and then we get to discover the other side of the maps. But and then we evolved our Archon into an Archeops. We got a egg that has what's the evolution of we have Volcarona, but it's like Larvesta. We got a Larvesta egg. And then we got a Magikarp that we bought that we just got a Gyarados like off rip because of that XP battle, which I did not expect. We'll actually check them out. And then we got to the city. Black City. Let's see. Yeah, look at that attack. Yeah, defeat us. Lowers HP stats when HP comes half or less. So that kind of sucks. But he's a pretty heavy hitter. He's only 37. He's got 111 attack, which is pretty crazy. Like, he's level 40. He's got 97. Just to have a reference. 49, 176. 160. But yeah, he's like a fast attacker. His HP is decent. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and listening to me. And it's great to be back after 5 months. Literally, November 5th was our last stream. So it's been like 5 months and 2 weeks almost. So almost 6 months. But I knew I kind of wanted to come back and stream and whatnot. But it was great, hanging out with you guys, getting back to streaming and stuff like that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope y'all have a great day. And yeah, I'll see y'all probably. Let's see, I might actually see y'all guys tomorrow or Wednesday. So this is coming out. This stream started Sunday, but we streamed into the early morning of Monday. You can hear me yawning, of course. But we'll probably be streaming tomorrow, Wednesday, because I'm off those days. But yeah, it was fun streaming again, and glad having you guys here. And yeah, I'll definitely see you guys definitely within this week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, but depends how I feel and what I have going on. But probably Wednesday, definitely for sure, but Tuesday probably as well. But I'll talk to you guys later, and hope y'all have a good night or day or whenever you're watching or on playback or whatever. But I'll see y'all soon. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.